we're gonna make pecan pralines now that are going to go as a topping on top of our pumpkin spice vegan ice cream. That's really good. And then we're gonna make a caramel sauce to go on top of that. So right now, pecan pralines, very simple. I have the pecans right here, all chopped up. You can do halves or you can do them chopped. I kind of had them roughly chopped just because I like them that way. Easier bite-sized pieces. This is coconut milk, full fat from the can. You want to get the full fat organic coconut milk and mix it up really well before you take out the quantity that you want. Otherwise you'll have globs of the fat. This is agave nectar, cinnamon, and a little bit of sea salt. The sea salt makes the nuts taste really good, brings out the flavor. So we're going to mix all that together, scrape it all out. This is so easy, fast, simple. Toss it all together. You just want to toss it all to coat, mix it all up. It smells so good, like Christmas cinnamon spice, or cinnamon rolls, or cinnamon bread, cinnamon in general. Okay, now we're going to take it over here to our pan. I have a baking sheet that I put coconut oil on the bottom of, kind of lightly greased it. I have unbleached parchment paper on it that'll hold it down. And we're just going to pour this onto our pan. And then we're just kind of move it around. It's going to go into the 350-degree oven for 15 minutes. Maybe 10 if your oven's a little hotter, so kind of check it at 10 or 15 minutes. And then we're going to stir it up and put it back in for another 5 minutes until it starts looking a little bit dry. So I'm going to shake it around, kind of just move it around. You have all that liquid, but the water's going to steam out of it and it's going to make it all candy-like. So I'm going to put this in the pan, in the oven, and wait for 10 minutes. I just pulled our pecan pralines out of the oven after about 10 minutes of them simmering, kind of bubbling in there. The sugar from the agave nectar is like caramelizing and the cinnamon smells amazing, kind of toasted nuts, cinnamon, sugar, spice. So I just kind of stirred them around and then I'm going to pop them back in the oven for about another 5 minutes or so. You just want them to look, they'll start looking dry. If they still are kind of wet, they're going to harden up once they're complete, once they cool all the way. But if you pull them out too soon, then they'll be more gummy and it'll be kind of like chewy candy. So you don't want that. You want to make sure that they're dry and hard so you can actually crunch and crackle them and put them on top of our ice cream. So we're going to pop them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. Look how good that is. Pecan pralines with no sugar, agave nectar, cinnamon, pink sea salt, and pecans. Back in the oven. So 5 minutes more. Okay, so I just pulled our pecan pralines out of the oven after about 5 more minutes of 350-degree temperature. We are ready to let them cool now. So I pulled them out. They're going to cool off. They're going to get a little bit, they're going to get dry and crispy, and we're going to be able to crack them in like hardened candy nuts. It's going to be so good. This is an example of what they're going to be like. Good. Here are our pecan pralines. Agave nectar, cinnamon, Himalayan sea salt. It's still a little bit warm, so they're a little bit chewy, but as they cool, they become hard, more like that. And you can take the little pieces, toss them in a salad with some goat cheese, put them on top of ice cream, which is what we're gonna do, or just snack on them. They're so good. Sweet, salty, spicy. You can do this, add other spices too. Apple pie spice, pumpkin pie spice, garam masala, make them Indian. It's so good. So they're kind of like crunching now and breaking. You just break them up, let them cool. Don't store them in the refrigerator or the sugar will get soggy and wet. Store them in a little dry container in a cool, dry place. These are pecan pralines.